Here's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They go play action with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Taylor. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing Jones. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Jones. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Hassan Reddick charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the play. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Jones throw taken in by Slayton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got Bellinger. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Brought down by Javon Hargrave. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. There he goes, right side. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to have the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look downfield for Barkley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Now Jones. A final shot before break. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far to scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Jones on 1st and 10. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
3 yards remain for second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Throwing again. Jones. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is out of bounds here. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts. steps up, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jonathan Taylor, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Another pass complete to Bellinger.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Second down at 4.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Completes this out toward the sideline to Barkley.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Up the middle with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Gano the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he goes out right around the 39.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too. I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Back to Taylor on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On the draw is Taylor. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one's CD going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. To throw is Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw again. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here we go. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at